Hey everyone, this is Tim from Your6 News. Today in this video, we're going to be talking about how many people actually have been banned in total since 2020 when Call of Duty Warzone came out, and is 2025 right now. So that's 5 years of cheating in Call of Duty Warzone. So cheating is going to be a lot bigger issue than the amount of people banned. That is just the people that have been caught. And one thing I thought that was interesting with one of these new articles that came out, this one is from PC Gamer. Over 60% of Call of Duty players reported for cheating are on console, so Xbox and PlayStation 5. But the data says nearly all cheaters are on PC. We found that many of these reports have been inaccurate. So I'm thinking most of the time when this happens, the aim assist is super strong on the controller, and it seems like that person has aimbot, or sometimes it's super sticky aim, or it's like snap to target aim. So most of the time when you report someone for cheating, well, apparently 60% of the time, it's someone on a PlayStation or Xbox, and it's most likely super strong aim assist that is the reason for that. But let's go ahead and look at the harder numbers here just by throwing this into AI. And we can go by each year and get an estimate of how many people were cheating based off of the reported number from Call of Duty of people getting banned. So here's just a quick breakdown. 2020, the estimate was around 200,000 to 250,000 bans as of just that 1 year. Going down to 2021, we got the estimates approximately 300,000 to 400,000 bans for that year. And then going on to 2022, somewhere around 100,000 to 200,000 bans. And then we got 2023, around 50,000 to 100,000 bans based on reports from Ricochet and the enhanced detections. And it seems like each year the amount of people banned are getting less and less, even though new features are coming out with Ricochet. Apparently, you would think if new features are coming out that there's going to be more people getting banned, more people getting detected, but there seems to be less and less people. And then we got 2024. Well, this year it actually did go up again, likely around 200,000 to 300,000 bans. So, yes. And if we look at the total amount with Grok.com, we're looking at about 1 million to 1.5 million accounts banned from Ricochet and Call of Duty total in 5 years. So about 200,000 a year are getting banned, and that seems pretty likely. But how do you actually guess the actual percentage of people cheating then? If you're getting about 1 million people banned in total, how many people are actually cheating? In my lobbies, if I just do a quick estimate in my head of how many people are cheating, it seems like around 15% of people are actually cheating. I don't know if that's true. You can let me know of your own experience, what you may think. But to me, it seems about 15%. But here's the big issue is, when there is cheaters in the lobby, you don't have to just think about the people cheating. It's the people on the team of the cheaters, because then they get the additional information of, oh, the person is over in this location. We can run and go to this area, etc. So it's not just the people cheating their party. The problem is the people in the party also are contributing to this problem. So just going off of Grok.com, this person says it's likely 5 to 10% of cheaters are in higher skill lobbies. In the lower casual lobbies, it varies by rank and region, you're probably going to get a lower amount. So you typically only see cheaters in the higher end lobbies with how the matchmaking pretty much pulls everyone together. Cheaters are considered the better players. They're going to be matched with the better players. So the higher end lobbies, a higher degree of cheating is likely. Versus in the low-level lobbies where people, they're still figuring out the movements, etc., you're probably not going to find any cheaters in those low-level lobbies unless they are actually new accounts or something like that. And it seems like the way people cheat keeps evolving in these games. You got aimbots, wall hacks, speed boost, zero recoil, damage hacks, hex editors. I don't even know what that is. And at one point in time, it seems like cheaters were crashing the lobby somehow. I don't know how they were doing it, but it would cause the entire lobby to crash and everyone would go back to the lobby. And then you got leaderboard hacks, stat hacks. Then I saw some things you're using different filters on your screen to get like you're adjusting the brightness in specific areas so it's easier to see. Then you got audio hacks where you can hear people's footsteps further away. You got geolocation hacks where you're using like a VPN and you're geolocating your router to a specific area, so you can only matchmake in that specific area. So and then there's a new one, I believe, where the person is using a capture card from their PC, and they're actually capturing the gameplay from like their PS5 or their Xbox, and then this allows them to put this back into their computer with the capture card, and then they can use audio hacks based off of their PlayStation 5 gameplay, or they can apply filters to the screen so they can increase the brightness, and then they can do other things like they can add a aimbot. They were using I believe just a targeting ping. It'll put like a little ping above their head, or maybe even the tracker perk will highlight the person, and then the software can detect that, and then you can get aimbot when you're playing on the PlayStation 5 with a capture card over to your PC, and it gets really, really confusing, all the different ways that these people are cheating this. But so some of the estimates, if you're thinking about it, maybe 1 to 5% in the lower lobbies. Once you get into the higher end lobbies, maybe about 5 to 10%. So it seems like that could be likely based off of my experience. What do you guys think down below? Hopefully you thought this video was interesting. If you did, leave it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.